Hello and welcome to episode 72 of the Fish Tank. So 72, important number. It's the amount of hours in 3 days, as well as the average par for a golf course, 72, and also noticeably the Strawberry Fields, the name of the Beatles song, is actually named after a place in New York, which is on 72nd Street. So there you go. Interesting things about number 72. And of course it's episode 72, and the Beatles, a great band, another great band. This week, today, has actually released an album, Coldplay's latest album. Here it is, Viva La Vida, or Death to All His Friends, the full name of it. Excellent album. I went and bought it this morning. Yeah, brilliant. So apologies for the week this week. Apologies if you're not a Coldplay fan, but I'm going to talk about this album for a bit. Absolutely brilliant album. Amazing. Excellent. Songs to look out for include Violet Hill, Viva La Vida, Death to All His Friends, or Death and All His Friends, sorry, 42, Love's in Japan, Reign of Love, Cemetery of London, amongst others. I've already listened to it. Absolutely excellent. So there you go. That's, just in case you missed it first time around, there it is. That's the cover art. Only cost me £7 as well. Bargain. One of the best £7 I've ever spent. So there you go. So observant viewers might have realised that I'm recording this on a Thursday. I've been at home quite a bit actually this week, and just travelled back today. I've only just got back to Loughborough. Interesting thing though when you're on a train nowadays, because of St Pancras Station being an international station, you can get the Eurostar to Paris from there. So as a result, like they say in Sheffield, that in Sheffield you're only about 6 hours away from Paris. Funnily enough, in Paris they don't say you're only 6 hours away from Sheffield, but there you go. So what's been going on this week? Well, the Euro 2008 Football Championships, or UEFA Euro 2008 as Gary Lineker keeps referring to it as, is on at the moment. England's not there. I mean, a lot of people are tipping Spain to win, but some people are saying Spain are chokers, which I suppose, as I say, I can't really have a go at them because I support England, so it'd be a bit harsh to have a go at someone for choking. At least they've managed to get there. And bear in mind, England tend to choke at the quarter-final or semi-final stages anyway. And yeah, so Germany played against Poland, second day of the tournament. Germany were a very attacking team in that game. Played a lot of the game in Poland's half because Germany enjoyed being in the Polish territory. So there you go. France, they played absolutely terrible, diabolical performance from France. I think apparently the poor performance from France was mainly down to all the French players being given toast before the game, because they hate toast. The toast and the French are so sort of far away from each other, it's incredible. I mean, partly because you can make soldiers out of toast. So there you go. So what else has been happening this week? Well, Barack Obama's still in the news. He gave a speech last week saying he thought it had never happened, but eventually it did, and Hillary Clinton did actually sort of pull out of the running for to be president. And he keeps talking about change continuously, Obama. Well, I'm not sure why. Perhaps he wants to use a vending machine or something like that. He continually talks about change and how he can change the lives of everyone, this, that, and the other. Because I think the current buzzword in UK politics is choice, as where America is change. Because talk about choice in the UK, you know, if you want to go into hospital, then you can choose which hospital you want to go into. So I mean, if I need a triple heart bypass, then to have a proper choice, you know, to have an informed choice, I'd probably have to spend about sort of 6 years studying aortic medicine or something like that, so I could have a choice. So I mean, I'm not too fussed about a choice, to be honest. So just get me an operation if I need one. I don't need one at the moment as it happens, but if I was to need one, then I would enjoy the operation and all that. So Gordon Brown's been in trouble to 42 days, which coincidentally, the number 42 is actually the name of the fourth track on this Coldplay album, Viva La Vida. So there you go. So it's time for the Celebometer. Who'd I like on the show? A Big Brother contestant. Actually, no, it's Celebometer, but yeah, Big Brother contestant, because they've been in the news. It's a new series of Big Brother. It's got some obviously unusual characters on there. One person who's a single mother who looks a bit like Cheryl Cole. Cheryl Tweedy, call it what you like. Yeah, she's got a single mother, and she keeps saying about how much she loves a child, but obviously can't love her that much. Well, I'm not saying she don't love her, but yeah, she loves a child so much, but she's prepared to spend 13 weeks without her. Bit different, but there you go. I mean, Cheryl Cole's actually a judge on the X Factor now, replacing Sharon Osbourne. Can't help it, would be quite funny if one of the people who auditioned for the X Factor was the person who had the affair with Ashley Cole. I would find that absolutely hilarious. So back on the subject of child care and that kind of thing, the Archbishop of Canterbury Church of England. The head of the Church of England, I suppose, Archbishop of Canterbury, has said that parents don't love their children enough. Yeah, our society doesn't love its children. Not saying they're obviously it's quite different to some other religious leaders who possibly take a bit too much of an interest in children. So it's interesting nonetheless. I mean, I think children need more discipline. I mean, I remember, I remember I used to have a nanny who'd be quite tough on me, continuously pull my trousers down and smack my bottom and that kind of thing. I mean, that's coincidentally what made me late for recording this episode of the Fish Tank. So anyway, time for headline of the week. And this headline, I'm not sure where it comes from, but it says, lucky man sees friends die. It's hardly lucky, is it? I mean, if you've seen your friends die, it's hard that, alright, you're lucky that you're not alive yourself, but seeing your friends die, that can't be nice. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So, unless you're talking about the characters in the TV programme Friends, which I wouldn't want to see die anyway. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, or any of the other ones. So anyway, time for headline of the week. This week comes from Stuart Machin, who is a horse racing commentator. It says, Tony McCoy has a look between his legs and likes what he sees. So presumably he's checking behind him for the other competitors, unless he's like just looking between his legs at himself, sort of thing, if you know what I mean, and likes what he sees. In which case, surely it's not going to be anything compared to the horse anyway. So surely a bit of a disappointment next to that. So there you go. Zara Phillips, actually, one of our what is she? 10th in line to throne, something like that. One of the royal family is not going to be taking part of the Olympics now because of her horse not being well enough to compete. So Zara Phillips has to miss out. It's all very well, shares defeat the horse. But when Zara Phillips was crowned BBC Sports Personality of the Year in 2006, what did the horse get? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And yet when it comes to it's now proved that they have to work together. So I feel sorry for that horse, but there you go. So that's the end of this week's show. I think next week's show will probably be the last one that I ever do in Loughborough, or certainly from this building anyway. And there we go. So that wraps up the show. But before I go, apparently I've just heard that a man is in hospital, having swallowed £1 million worth of banknotes. Apparently a spokesman for the hospital has said that there's been no change in his condition. So there you go, I'll see you next week. Goodbye.